YouTube tutorials. Today is the 16th of March 2020 and this is video number 240 on my channel. Today we're looking at survey computations in Excel. And just to give some credit here to this chap where I got this question, you can see where the mouse is pointed to now, the University of New South Wales. Excellent set of notes for survey computations, and I took a particular example, and this example here is question 1. That's on page 73 of 287, so it's an excellent manual if you want to look up yourself. And we're given A and B. You can see there we're given the eastings and the northings down there, and we're given these internal angles, and by working out bearings and distances we're to working out the easting and northing of point C. So I have it done already in Excel. So I have two versions of this. This is the finished version. We're going to work through it, and then here in sheet 4 it looks a mess, but what I have it in show formulas mode. It doesn't look as nice as the other one, and the reason why it doesn't look nice is mainly due to column F has to be ultra wide because we have a nested if statement, but more of that later. So just to say, anything in blue is an input, just where there, and anything in red is an output or a formula. Okay, so we're given the eastings and the northings for point A and point B, popped in there. I got the delta easting, yeah. I got the delta northing, nothing there. Over here, we're given these angles here, 62, 14, 24. You can see that coming from there. And the 35, 24, 20 is coming from there. And I converted them to decimal degrees, so let's just put that up there. So it's the decimal degree plus the minutes over 60 plus the seconds over 3,600. So the degrees plus the minutes over 60 plus the seconds over 3,600, yeah. Same thing there. And then to get the third angle C, well, it's 180 minus the other two. Okay, that's okay. So I hope that's okay. On to step 3. Things beginning to heat up a little bit here now. So we want to get the bearing AB. So I have to be careful here because it's delta N over delta E. We use A tan. Okay, so arctan or tan inverse. If you're in maths class, the teacher would say tan inverse. And so what we have to do then is, what I did was I converted that answer, that's in radians. Remember, 1 radian is about 57 degrees. So I converted that to degrees of D25, and then this is the awkward bit of the whole thing. We have to work out in what quadrant we are. So here we are here. Just to remind you here, that would be the A tan angle there, but we have to work out where we are. Easting and northing both positive. We're in this quadrant here, quadrant 1. Easting positive, and well, they call it a southing, but I call it negative northing, whichever way you want to look at it. We're in quadrant 2. Easting and northing both negative, we're here. And here, excuse me, the easting is negative and the northing is positive. We're in quadrant 4. So now I have to assume you know something, so that's quite complicated. I have the formula up there, but I went to all this trouble here. So I'm going to talk about this nested if. So if F21 and G21, so if your easting and northing are both positive in quadrant 1, so you leave the angle alone. Next thing, if your easting is positive and your northing is negative, your angle is 90 plus the angle that you calculated. Next one is the easting and northing both negative. You see the way I wrote it with an and statement. They're all with an and statement. So if, and the and is in here, F21 and G21 are both negative, well then it's 180 plus the angle Otherwise, you're in quadrant 4, and if it's in quadrant 4, it's 360 minus the angle. Okay, so that gets us what the real angle is, which is 242. Okay, so there we are. Next thing is to get side B from the sine rule, and your man goes through it as well. So I'm not going to go through the maths line by line, just go out to there. So that is, where am I? J25. Sorry about that. J25 is out there. There's J25. I'll have to widen that a little bit. Widen it again. Okay, so there's your sine rule there to get side B. Yep, that angle there. That's step 6. Step 7 coming up here. The bearing AC is just F25 minus L21. So there is F25 and L21 is there. That's okay. Now we have to convert cell F28 to degrees, minutes and seconds. Excuse me, sorry for that bump off the mic. So there we just trunk it. By trunking we just take off the 0.06. Next bit there, we want to work out the to get the minutes bit. So it's F28 minus H28, so that would be 180.067 etc. minus 180 by 60, and trunk that, so that would give you the 4 minutes, and then the 4 minutes would have a bit left over. So how you do the bit left over is by that formula there. So it's the F28 minus H28 by 60, and the trunk of that on the left, and multiply all that by 60. You want to be very careful here with the brackets. I got into a lot of trouble myself when I was doing it. Okay, and then we calculate the easting and the northing of point C. I have it there reasonably written. Put the formula up there, and then F2 there, just to show the formula there again. Okay, and we've calculated that. Go back to, so we got the same answers as that lecture there. And just go to sheet 4 again. I'm going to leave that up for 20 or 30 seconds. Well, perhaps not that long. That's the right hand edge. Just so you can see the formulas. Just go left. And I think that's everything there. And that guy is that very long if statement as well. Okay, so I hope that helped a little, and apologies if I didn't go through the maths in detail, but I have to assume you know something. Thanks very much for listening. Bye.